It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield-Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning to you. It is Thursday morning. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Hope you have a great day at work or whatever you're doing today. Thanks for being with us. We begin with news.
Here we are. If you live in Branson, beware. Someone is pretending to be police, calling around, trying to get your personal information to get money from you, basically. It is a scam. The department has received several reports of it. So if you get a call like that, just hang up. Now to this. A burglary went very wrong in Camdenton for the bad guy, by the way. The homeowner shot him dead. Deputies say that they were called to a home around 3 o'clock in the morning, yesterday morning, of two burglars, like active inside. It ended in the homeowner shooting one of them and then the other driving off in the car. So That guy is still on the run, or was still on the run, depending on whether they nabbed him overnight. But that whole situation is under investigation.
That whole situation is terrifying. Imagine waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Somebody's in your house.
Yeah.
You have to shoot them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they have the
in your house
castle doctrine, but I'm just saying, for a reason, but you just don't think it's going to end like that. And then, I mean, I'm not saying good, bad, or ugly. I'm just saying that's crazy. That's a crazy.
I can't imagine that happening, and how terrifying that would be for the person in the house in the middle of the night.
Oh, you would do the same thing. Yes. I'm confident that you would, you'd pop him. I know it.
In the middle of the night. And now the other person who knows what happened in that house is missing. You don't know where they are.
Yep.
And now that event happened in your house, man, that is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. But glad the homeowner is okay, because they're just innocent folks minding their own business.
Yeah. So we think, I mean, it seems like that is the case, but as there's an investigation, you always find out, if there was a reason for a target, and I'm not saying there was, I don't know, but all of those things are to be determined.
Springfield police officers and recruits are getting some fantastic training right now. They say it's very similar to real life, but it's done with virtual reality headsets, which I haven't done much of that virtual reality, but some of it can be pretty authentic. So
it is so authentic. I've only done it once at my friend Kendra's, and it was like I was climbing up a mountain, and it was so incredibly real that I could not believe that I was standing in the middle of a living room.
Wow. Okay.
It was nuts. I was like, whoa. That's why I'm excited about this training for the police officers.
That's what this is. Program takes cadets through a variety of actual scenarios that they are dealing with on the streets, like interacting with drivers who may be suffering from mental health issues or cognitive impairment. Officers then respond, and then it's AI involved, I'm sure. Based on the officers' responses, the people respond in different ways. The program reacts. So they say it's the way that people react in real life. So current officers are also using it for ongoing training. So that's the new reality is virtual reality.
It's true.
And AI. The new intelligence is artificial intelligence. Politics, the race for Springfield mayor is now a two-person contest. The latest person to jump into the arena is Mary Collette. She is the current president of the Commercial Club. That's an advocacy group for Commercial Street, where she has a business. She was on the Springfield City Council for 8 years, you may recall. We do, because we were in the news at that point, and we talked to her.
I remember Mary. Yeah, I do.
From 2001 to 2009. She currently runs historic Firehouse number 2 on Commercial Street, which is an event space. Just 2 weeks ago, Jeff Schrag, you may recall, the founder of Mother's Brewing Company, announced he is running for mayor. So now and then there were two. The election will take place in April.
Okay. If you have a nonprofit that connects people to the great outdoors, listen up. The Community Foundation of the Ozarks is offering a $66,000 grant to help programs that aim to put Springfield and Greene County residents in connection with nature, like outside in natural resources or even outdoor recreation. Maybe you run like a sports camp or something. You could perhaps buy some new equipment for that, whatever you would do with the money. But you can apply for that grant right now on the Community Foundation of the Ozarks website. Applications are due by November 7th.
Okay. And an art gallery where local artists could show up and sell their work is closing. Fresh Gallery on North Boonville was an art co-op under the Springfield Regional Arts Council, and they just announced they're closing up shop coming up right before Thanksgiving, November 23rd. They say that when they opened in 2009, artists did not have the kind of exposure that they can now have in the day of social media, so they are shuttering. If you're interested in checking it out for a couple of more months, you can until it's gone.
Yeah.
So the Fresh Gallery on North Boonville closing its doors on November 23rd.
All right. How about a company that combines pickleball and cryotherapy? There is such a thing coming to town. Two couples are hoping to make a go of that type of a business in South Springfield this Saturday. The Pickle LLC and the Chili Dill LLC are having their grand openings, or its grand opening. Two separate businesses, but the same owners and side by side. They are on East Montclair, which is right there by Highway 65 and Battlefield Road. So if you go to 65 and Battlefield, you'll see them on Montclair. They will offer 4 indoor pickleball courts. You can either book a court, you can get a monthly membership to have like all access to the courts. And then on the other side of the building, there is a cryotherapy recovery center, and you can do individual sessions there, pay for that, or you can also pay for a monthly membership for that one. So sounds like quite the venture.
Well, good luck to them. Pickleball is popular. I know that.
Okay, so I played pickleball yesterday with my friend Tracy. Ethan, you need to know that I picked up on it. It's a true story. I know it's hard to believe.
You told me that you're terrible in racket sports.
I felt like I was terrible in racket sports, and then pickleball happened. But it's so different than tennis. Like tennis is a lot faster pace, and I would hit it too hard. But with pickleball, you kind of have to hit it hard. And so really then you just have to make connection with the ball. But it's like you can't get a wrong hit in pickleball. You just have to, because, in tennis, you have to like gauge how hard you need to hit it, which is what I was not good at. But with pickleball, like you can like whack that thing. You just have to make eye contact or hand-eye contact. And I don't know. I got to tell you, we had fun. We did. And then I was like, I don't know how I'm going to tell my husband that he's going to have to pick up pickleball because
here's what
kind of been anti.
I mean, listen, I love people who love pickleball. I get it. Because I play some table tennis myself, but my problem with pickleball, I like actual tennis because the ball bounces higher. I have a long torso, freakish in that way, and I have a bad back. I don't like to bend over much. With pickleball, the ball, in my experience, doesn't bounce high enough, so I'm constantly.
So hold on, I figured this out.
And
it's
if you
because
watch,
when you and I played, we did not have a good ball or even good rackets. And my friend Tracy said it makes all the difference, and she was right.
Well, maybe it is. I guess I've never tried it with good stuff.
I'm letting you know. We had the good stuff.
But I like the way the tennis ball bounces. It bounces to waist level most of the time, where I can hit it across the body instead of leaning down to hit it. Right. And even when I watch highlights of pickleball players, they are bending over a lot. So I'm willing to try it, but I don't think it's for me.
Well, we're going to go with her and her husband. It's going to be great fun.
Do they play all the time?
Yeah, I mean, they're both super athletic.
All right. Well, let's go with somebody who doesn't play all the time.
Okay, how about
we don't get whooped?
We could like switch teams. I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so this weekend, by the way, lots of things going on. So we have mentioned several of them on the air this week. Now we want to mention Pumpkin Days, which is in Republic. It is Friday, Saturday. So that's a good time on Pumpkin Days. Where is that one at? J.R. Martin Park. That's right. I know I've been there, but I couldn't remember the name of it. J.R. Martin Park. So that one's a lot of fun. They'll have crafts, live music, lots of pumpkins, food trucks, etc. Ozark Fall Farm Fest You'll remember this one at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. That one is a celebration of all things agriculture. So they have cattle out there, like registered livestock. They also have rural living exhibits. That one's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then, of course, we have to mention the Ozark Craft Fair, because at the Finley River Park, it's a good place. If you are a Christmas shopper, you can go there and you can get plenty of fall decor, but they also have like cute Christmas gifts. And I've taken my mom to that one a few times at the Finley River Park, and it's fun.
It's like her favorite place on earth, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm going to be in Sykeston this weekend. So are you going to take her? I won't sign you up for that. No,
yeah,
I won't.
I've got some important things that I need to do as well.
I think my niece might take her because she's the best like that. So, okay, that is all we have other than the contest. Don't forget to go to aroundtheozarks.com, click on contest, scroll down to Branson Bowl. And when you do, you will need the keyword.
The keyword is shopping.
Shopping. The keyword is shopping. Type that in. You can enter for your chance to win a Rush Ice signed jersey and also some official Branson Branson, the official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs, custom gear.
Cool.
Somebody's got to win. We will draw the winner tomorrow.
That's great.
And we will announce the person on Friday morning.
Branson is killing it with the with this Chiefs deal. Yeah. I mean, they timed it right. I mean, they could three-peat this year. Man, well done.
Yep. Well done. Well done indeed. We're excited for him.
While you're at the aroundtheozarks.com, checking out the contest and entering to win, keep in mind that there's a bunch of fall festivals that we mentioned earlier in the week that we didn't mention again today because we don't have all day. But
right.
You can check them out there. If you've got anything you want to go do this weekend, you want to take the kids somewhere, Bob for Apples, I'm sure that exists somewhere.
Probably not.
I don't think you're allowed to do that
post-COVID world, but it's fine.
But when I was a kid at youth group, we would bob for apples, and it was disgusting.
I remember that.
I didn't realize it was disgusting, but it was. Yeah. So you can go to aroundtheozarks.com and check out the events calendar. There's lots of stuff on there to do.
Okay. All right. Thanks for joining us. Have a great Thursday, and we do hope to see you back here tomorrow morning.
Yep. See you Friday.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Rescue Towing, Command Family Medicine, and John's Heating and Air. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your Thursday. Temperatures once again this morning are very comfortable. We are starting out in the low 50s, maybe long sleeve weather early this morning, but I can tell you what, it's not going to be later. Huge warm up in the forecast begins today, and there will be places that make it to the upper 80s today. We could be in the 90s in spots by tomorrow with some potential record highs. It's going to get hot again in the Ozarks, and that all happens starting this afternoon. We have full sunshine out already this morning, so nothing to be concerned with rain-wise. In fact, I think we're going to be missing the rain chances as we head into the next stretch of days. A big jump in temperatures today, though. That is the major headline for you. I have a whole lot of sunshine, but it's nice and cool out there early on. If you don't like the heat, take advantage of these morning hours. This evening should be rather cool, too. High temperatures, even though they climb to the upper 70s today, 87 for the high forecast. In Springfield, will still fall to the 50s overnight tonight, and it'll end up being a pretty quaint afternoon. South winds are in the forecast, nothing too strong, only 6 miles an hour, so not much of a breeze either. I am expecting that we kind of are in this holding pattern for the next several days. There's just no moisture in place for us. All the moisture is going to be heading to the Gulf, and we're left dry here in the Midwest, and much of the West is dry too, with fire weather becoming more of a topic as we head into the next several days. Full sunshine is expected in the forecast today, and that's going to stick around for us as we head into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, nothing but sunshine. Nice if you're looking to get things done as the fall weather approaches, but it is going to be rather warm, so that's something to keep in mind as well. I have very low rain chances in this forecast for the next week. Drought conditions, it's not great in the Ozarks. There are definitely places that are abnormally dry, experiencing light drought. We're going to see those conditions worsen over the next week. We have a lack of widespread rainfall in the forecast. That's going to worsen the prolonged drought for many areas. Normal rainfall for the first 10 days of October. We typically historically get about an inch in the first 10 days. I think we're getting nothing here in the first 10 days of this year because there's just not a whole lot of moisture to be had in the extended forecast. High temperatures, I mentioned tomorrow we could be near record highs. We're pushing the 90s. That's even possible this afternoon. Even warmer tomorrow. So low 90s are in the forecast. If you're thinking ahead and heading to any of the area Friday night football games, it's just going to be hot. I mean, it'll feel more like a summertime game with high temperatures in the 90s. Thankfully, this time of the year, the sun goes down and we really do start to cool off quickly. So by the end of game time, it should start to feel a lot more comfortable. Full sunshine in the forecast on Saturday as well. And once again, on Saturday, I'm talking about near record high temperatures in the low 90s for Joplin and Springfield. A slight cool down is expected on Sunday, but still upper 80s. It's going to be feeling pretty warm across the region. Across the country, what's making headlines, it's a risk of excessive rainfall for parts of the central Gulf Coast today. Places that are already just so waterlogged are getting more rainfall. It would really be nice if we could evenly distribute this across the country because our friends in the Gulf have had just a wild couple of weeks. Excessive heat warnings and advisories are also in place again today out for the West Coast. This is for parts of Southern California, parts of the Southwest, and this heat wave could break records for them as well as we head into the weekend. So heat will be a topic of national news as we head into the weekend forecast, along with the cleanup from Helene, which is still ongoing in many parts of the South and East. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. The question yesterday, have you ever thought of this? What did the ancient Romans use as mouthwash? The options were A, salt water, B, vinegar, C, wine, or D, urine. Well, I mean, there's one on this list that you're like, gosh, I hope it's not that. But it's one of those questions that's like, well, because it's on the list, it means that it's probably right. Yeah. Yeah. D, urine is the answer. The ancient Romans did use urine as mouthwash, which is kind of disgusting. Both human and animal urine as a mouthwash to whiten teeth and disinfect the mouth. The ammonia in urine acted as a cleansing agent. They imported bottled urine from Portugal. So I guess they thought it was a little bit better from somewhere else. I don't know why I think that's funny, but it's just too ridiculous. The practice became so popular that an emperor Nero, taxed that trade on the highly desired bottled urine from Portugal. That is disgusting. Apparently, they also used vinegar. I think that's a much better choice. And they did also use a mixture of wine with water, but they used that more as a toothbrush. That was like the pre-rinse, and then they would wash it down, swish it around there and spit it out. Gross. All right, let's move on. Okay. Congrats if you got that one right. Here's the next chance to win. What is the most common letter in the English language? Do you think it is A, E, I, or T? You can submit your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather this morning. And thank you to our sponsors, John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Rescue Towing. You can answer the Brain Twister trivia question at the website. It is free to do so. So go ahead. We got a lot of great prizes to give away. $50 to Habaneros on South Campbell. And also check out the weather tab while you're there. We got your forecast covered all through the weekend. Check it out at the website. Thanks so much for listening. We'll talk again early tomorrow morning.